welcome back to Ramblings. Conor here, and back at 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to have to do this before I go to work, so obviously I'm going to get the content out for you guys, but I don't have time to do it as I'm doing overtime tonight. But anyway, on to the important stuff. QPR versus Leeds United, a massive calendar game regarding Leeds United, and for me, a must win. Top of the table beckons, second in the table beckons, and Leeds United stay in third, but we need to be getting to those top two places 100%, because I do not fancy our chances in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, we've still got a massive chance, a huge chance to do something absolutely great this season under the great Marcelo Bielsa. So what do we need to do? We need to go down to QPR with confidence. We need to go to QPR with a mindset that we can do something today or tonight. What can we expect from QPR? I think we can expect something which is going to be a reaction. Steve McLaren is going to want a reaction. He's from this way, he's from York himself. He's going to want a reaction against the boyhood team, his boyhood team, Leeds United. So I'm fully expecting a reaction from QPR and Steve McLaren tonight. It's not 7 games without a win, and bottom of the form table in the last 6 matches. I looked at the home form as well, and the 19th in the division, so there is no excuses why we can't go there tonight and get something, get a victory. I was talking earlier on about us getting a point, but when you really look at how badly QPR are doing at this moment in time, Leeds United third in the table, joint second, need to be going there and getting a victory. Why, you ask? Well, because games like this Leeds should be winning 100%. We've got some massive games coming up in our calendar, West Brom, Sheffield United to name a few, but this week it doesn't get much bigger. Teams such as Sheffield United could potentially gain a real advantage on Leeds United. They've got Sheffield Wednesday, obviously, which is going to be tough for them, but they've also got Rotherham at home at the weekend. 2 derbies for Sheffield United, but 2 very winnable games for the Blades. So we're not here to focus on them, but comparably, we've got to get something tonight, and that's the reason, because teams can. This is the start of the season where games come thick and fast, and this is where certain teams start to take hold of this division. Now, what do I expect from QPR? Obviously, with Wells up front, Eze, Freeman, you're going to expect pace. You're going to expect a little bit of pragmatism. They're good going out wide, but they don't deal with tricky players that well. We saw that in the, even in the cup game with Tyler Roberts, going at them a couple of times, and they seem a little bit faulty in that centre midfield role. So the reason I say it's going to be a real tough one, it's not because it's QPR. It's not because it's not because it's this sort of game, it's because we have to go to London on Tuesday night. We've only played a couple of days ago. The last time QPR played was a Friday, and we've also got West Brom on the Friday. So are the players' minds going to be concentrated fully on this game? They need to be. I hope they are, and I'm sure they are. So we start this game. Obviously, Marcelo gave his numbers out yesterday. He told everybody about who was going to be playing where. Looks like Berardi and Douglas hit the bench, which is very positive for me. Would I rotate it? Not at this minute in time. Why would you change a winning team? Makes 0 sense. So I would start with the exact same team that played against Bolton at the weekend. I think, you keep consistency, you go up in this division. All about consistency, and it always has been in this division. You start chopping and changing, then you start going into the playoffs, so you start veering a little bit further south of the playoffs. So as I said, we keep the same team, and then potentially against West Brom we might see the likes of Berardi, we might see the likes of Douglas, we might see the likes of Izzy Brown. Izzy Brown, a contentious one for me. As I've said in a previous video, I'm not 100% sure Bielsa's sold on him. I think, when you've seen Dallas come on against Bolton instead of Izzy Brown, when Dallas has just come back into the fray, and Brown's been training with the 23, he's been training with the first team squad for a couple of months now. I think that for me sends some warning signs. So that'll all be eradicated tonight if Brown does feature. If Brown doesn't feature tonight, it doesn't even go in with the 6 to 8 game plan Bielsa was talking about. So I don't know. I think he's got to feature, and I think we've got to start playing him soon, or that loan, that fee, that time and energy into Izzy Brown, into a young player, is completely wasted. So we need to start featuring Izzy Brown pretty soon for me. And when we do that, it's only going to be beneficial for Leeds United, because he's a quality player. He's a quality player at this division as well, which is it's what we all need. It's what we need at this moment in time. We need a little bit of a boost in the attacking sense. We've had it with Paddy, but then we lost it with Roof. We need a little bit more of a positive. So if we can stick Brown in there, then it'd be massive. Get some goals. He's got his goals for the under-23s. I don't know if I've seen a couple of things on Twitter saying that I'm not sure Bielsa's sold on his work effort. Obviously, 'cause Bielsa needs an obsessive nature in getting forward and tracking back. You know, Dallas has already been indoctrinated in that philosophy throughout the summer. In the summer months, has Brown fully taken on that responsibility? I'm not 100% sure. Would a lone player take on that responsibility? Would a lone player think to himself, well, I'm going to fully do this? You know, we saw it a little bit with Baker. We've seen it with Harrison in bouts this season, and maybe potentially we've seen it with Brown. Who knows? But you know, as I've said, if he starts tonight, that all goes out the window. But it seems very unlikely from what Marcelo Bielsa says. But even if we see a fully fit Brown getting into the thick of it at some point tonight, that'd be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? That'd be great to see. Jack Clark, not 100% sure what's going on with Jack Clark at the minute. Bielsa said that it was just a viral thing, but you know, there's different extents of what a viral thing can sway from, as we all know. So I think we're looking at 1 to 2 weeks before we see Jack Clark again. And what do you think, guys? Put your predictions in the comment section below, because I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about this. It's a Tuesday night, it's on Sky TV, Loftus Road. Leeds have sold out their end. QPR, it's probably going to be their biggest seller this season. We all know that. That's what happens when Leeds come to town. But I'm just praying Leeds go there and we really put out a performance. Bolton, as you all know, I wasn't massively impressed. A win is a win, as you were all saying in the comments. Of course, a win is a win, which is absolutely fantastic. But it's the performance as well. And at this stage of the season, performance and goal difference, that gets you that extra point for me. So, what do I think for tonight? I was a little bit, and I will probably say a little bit negative. I don't think I'm negative about Leeds United at all. I do think I'm a realist, but potentially at the weekend I was being a little bit on the negative side. With regards to the result, I did say 2-1 to QPR, which I'm kind of going against now. I just think for me there will be a reaction from the hoops. I just think there will be. And Leeds need to be minimum 8 out of 10 tonight, you know, and that's not because we're going up against a world-class QPR side. That's because Loftus Road on a Tuesday night, they're going to make it difficult for us. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a 2-1 Leeds. I'm going to reverse what I said. I think it's going to be 2-1 Leeds. Looking at the form, you know, we really should be going down there and getting something today. And when I talk about getting something, I'm not just talking about getting a draw. We need to be getting all 3 points. This is our game in hand. This is the big game. You know, we talk about West Brom on Friday, which we will touch on after this game, but this is a huge game because this is, as I've just said, our game in hand. We win this, we go top of the pile. You know, we lose this and questions are going to be asked. Let's all keep positive. I don't think that'll happen. I think I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. I'm going to go 2 Bamford goals. It'd be great to see Berardi involved as well at some points in this game. Maybe Douglas as well, and obviously Izzy Brown. I think there's definitely going to be rotation for the West Brom game, depending on things. Let's touch wood. Touching wood, honestly, that there's going to be no injuries. Let's get into the game. Let's get a win tonight, Leeds. Let's put a statement out. Doesn't have to. I'm not talking 4-5-0 because I don't think this squad has got a 4-5-0 in it. I'll be brutally honest with you. But we've been grinding out wins since November, so let's grind out another win. Let's grind out first in the table, and let's grind out the next 12. Hope you're all right. Anyway, let me know what your predictions are in the comment section below. I'm really interested with this one. Please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in a bit.